Tonight, hours of recounting finally over in St. Lucie County, but the controversy surrounding the Congressional District 18 House race between Allen West and Patrick Murphy continues.
Well, News Channel 5's Jeff Skripek is tracking the results of the emergency recount live at Fort Pierce. And Jeff, did anything change?
Well, John and Tanya, despite Allen West picking up a few votes to close the gap between he and his opponent, as you can see from these unofficial election results released from the St. Lucie County Tabulation Center, Patrick Murphy still ahead of Allen West by enough votes that it won't trigger that automatic recount. Now, here's some of that video from earlier today inside the Tabulation Center as the county worked to recount some early voting from the first 3 days of early voting. Now, originally it was thought they were going to be doing recounting of all early voting, but according to a county assistant attorney, they were only doing the first 3 days because those were the only days they had problems of reading the memory cards.
We'll pursue every legal action available to us to ensure that every vote's counted fairly and accurately in this election. And once we're satisfied that that's been the case, obviously we'll be ready to move forward. But at this point in time, there's a number of questions that need to be answered.
Their ball seems to be continuing to change, and it is clear it is a resounding victory for Patrick Murphy, and it is time for us to move forward and do the people's business, and it's time for Mr. West to take the honorable course, recognize the inevitable.
Now, as you can see, there still will be a recount on Wednesday for the mayoral race for this particular county, for Fort Pierce. But if a judge out there decides to move forward and push for a recount for the District 18 House race, that would happen on the same day. Reporting live at Fort Pierce, Jeff Skripek, WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, today's recount put Fort Pierce mayoral candidate Linda Hudson ahead of her opponent, Vince Gaskin. St. Lucie County election officials say the tightness of the race, again, still requiring that automatic recount scheduled for Wednesday morning. In the recount, Hudson finished with 6,915 votes to Gaskin's 6,854. That's a 61-vote difference. Now, before that recount, Gaskin led by 21 votes, 6,703 to 66. 82. You'll want to stay with News Channel 5 on air and online at WPTV.com as these election controversies play out over the coming days.